You're with 702 and CapeTalk. This is Early Breakfast.
Who can whistleblowers turn to? We had an incident yesterday of an anonymous caller talking about corruption within the Justice Department and bringing to our attention a number of things that she had gathered information on over the weekend. Well, a whistleblower reached out to us saying that they felt that the only option was to turn to the media to be heard, and with, the recent Madlanga Commission and the things happening before that, one sees that the media has now become a safe space for that. But there are other options that one could look at. We look at the retaliation and victimization that they can face, and also the legal and psychological support available, and whether South Africa's current protection is enough. And we chat to Ben Theron, the Chief Executive at Whistleblower House. Ben, a very good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
We could hear the two things in this particular person's voice, and the one thing is, I want to do something right. I want to fix this. I want this to be known, and I want it to be set right. And on the other hand, we found that there was fear in her voice, and if someone fears that people they are reporting may have influence within the law enforcement or other institutions, can they still safely turn to you?
Absolutely. Our recommendation and message that we get across to all of the country is to come to us before you blow the whistle, because there are prescripts. The Protect the Disclosure Act as it is today. Remember, currently the legislation is being revamped, but the current legislation makes provision for protection against retaliation. The problem is that you have to follow certain prescripts. You've got to follow, there's a particular process, there's a particular document you have to fill in. And if you don't do that, you don't necessarily get the protections. So we have a panel of attorneys that we've got on our books. And when somebody comes to us and say, I've seen something wrong, and that's what we hope people do. I've seen something wrong. How do I go about it? We put them in contact with one of the specialists. That attorney will then complete the form, put it in the right context. It gets submitted under all the protection. So if you then get retaliated against, there are actions that can be taken to the individual, one to the individual in the organization or the organization, because they have not then done the duty and they haven't protected the individual.
What role can organizations such as Whistleblower House then play in helping people sort of navigate the process very safely, Ben?
That's what I said now, is you approach us and we will put you in contact at our cost with an attorney that will guide you through the process. And in fact, that person will then guide you as well as play the role of a mentor and a guardian, because you have an appointed attorney that will then represent you. So the company, whichever company it is, will not be able to retaliate, and if they do, they could face jail time.
This wasn't actually a company, it was the Justice Department actually where this lady works. Is there any psychological support available if someone has exposed wrongdoing and is now living in fear, got that stress and isolation? Because that is one part of the conversation we had yesterday, is that I'm scared because if I report this to the seniors and I report this to my seniors or their seniors, all of these people are involved and there's a chain of corruption here.
There is a chain of corruption, there is a cabal that normally works together, and a critical part of what we provide, and then we just put all of that out on the table as opposed to individually. The vast majority of people approaching us need legal assistance, either before, but definitely after blowing the whistle. The second one is psychological support, because once they get bullied at work, you get isolated, you lose your job, you lose your income, you don't have a way to take care of your family, you start losing in the community, you need psychological help, and that's what we provide as well. The third one is security. People get threatened. We have the facility where we will take you out of that environment and give you protection. We provide various ways of security. It's not only taking you out of the community and putting you into safe houses. We actually provide armed escorts when you need to move from one place to another. Once you're a whistleblower and you need to get to court, We provide transport for that journey. And then lastly, we have financial support. So those are the four things that we do. This is what we've identified 4 years ago when we opened our doors. Sadly, today, as I'm talking to you, and we've made the announcement yesterday, we've run out of roadway where we've actually started running out of money because the donors find other places to fund. And yesterday we made a plea to the public to, in fact, support Whistleblower House financially so that we can keep our doors open.
And that's Ben Theron, the CEO at the Whistleblower House. And the details you can find on their website, whistleblowerhouse.org.za.